September 5. I have just gone and seen it, so we're going to talk about it. So, September 5 is a movie... No. Sorry, September 5 is the newest movie that is going to be coming to the big screen for you guys to go and see. And this movie is about the true story of the 1972 Olympic Games in Munich, where there was a hostage situation and unfortunately many people passed away in a tragic event that happened on September 5 during the Olympic Games at the time. Now, I was not born during that time period. I mean, if I was, I look absolutely stunning. Like, let's just be real, I look freaking stunning if I was born then, but I wasn't. So, I wasn't alive during this thing, and I didn't even know about this until this movie. So, there's probably people out there who are watching this that were there for this event that happened and watching it live and everything like that. And I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have seen this movie, how did it compare to the actual real life events? Like, did they nail the atmosphere and everything like that? Because I obviously wasn't there, so I have no personal experience to relate to. But talking as a movie standpoint, when you have an event that happens like this in real life, in order to encapsulate everything that was going on in the moment, you need to nail it. You need to nail the atmosphere within that TV studio. You need to nail what everyone would be feeling in that moment, what the world would be feeling, because this is in Germany after all the events that had happened in the world wars, added that context onto here. This was a big pivotal moment, and this being the first one that actually broadcast on live TV that had, like, I think they said at the end of the movie, 900 million people were watching this live. That is freaking mental, man. That's nearly 1 billion people in the 70s. That is outrageously crazy. Like, this isn't YouTube or anything like that where you can just click on and you get millions of views like that. No, this is like live viewers. That is mental to me. That's just crazy. So, to me, I felt like they nailed the atmosphere. And it doesn't take long to get in. Like, obviously you get into the studio and you're watching them all set up and that, and then, bam, it happens. The gunshots happen and that, because this is just down the road from them. It happens. And then we go into the studio and they're like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to, like you see it in the trailer where they say it. We're going to do this. We're going to take it. We're not handing this story over to anyone. So you see that they're building this atmosphere already for an event that is about to change the world. It's literally going to change the face of the world right here, right now. So they had to nail that, and I thought they did. Now, what I really, really liked is the transition from them just wanting to take this story and be like, we're going to take this story, we're going to do it, this is all about us boosting our ratings, to when you get to the end of the film and everything happens, to them realizing that this was never about the views or anything like that. This was actually a story about humanity and, what could happen at any moment. And after we find out the tragic events, because look, I'm not spoiling anything out here because this has been around for 50 years. When the tragic news happens of what actually occurred at the end, you just feel the life be sucked out of everyone. And I thought that transition from when they were like, yes, we're going to do this, we're going to nail this, we're going to do it all, to getting them and everything just feels down. And even the guy, Jeff, who is the head person, who is the head of the control room right there, that is telling the cameras where to go, what to do. Basically, the showrunner, the director, sending it all away. Like, even he is superb in this movie, by the way. Absolutely superb. But his direction, getting it all in there to make sure that he's painting a picture that everyone at home can connect with and see. He does such a fantastic job that the guy room tells him, like, you were fantastic. But he doesn't feel like that. He feels like this was not good because of what the events happened and how everything come to the conclusion. So I really, really enjoyed that aspect of it. And I thought they encapsulated that brilliantly in that newsroom when that outcome happens. You just feel the deflateness of everyone. The souls are just sucked out of them because of what had occurred. And it was really, really good with that. So I thought they did a great job. The editing of this movie is top notch. Some of the best editing you're going to see in in all of movie this year. Like, it was just superb, the way that they were cutting from different scenes and that, the way that they were using the older footage, putting it on, you know, integrating it with the new age footage and everything like that. To me, they just molded it into this beautiful way where you could follow everything and you could tell that this was in that time. So they nailed the aesthetic look as well with the editing on top of that, which I thought enhanced this film quite a lot. Now, the performances. Like I said, the guy that plays Jeff, he was front and center of this movie the whole entire time. Everything channeled and ran through him. So if he had not nailed his performance, this movie would have not been able to withstand the actual emotional impact that this was going to have. And he was great. Every time he feels an emotion, you feel that emotion because you're so connected with him. Everything's running through him. So your emotions, everything you're feeling is running through Jeff at the same time. And I thought his performance was the one that just glued everything together. And then everyone else along the way was fantastic. They all played their roles beautifully. And it just came together in such a way that when you get to the end of this movie, it rocks you. Especially, like, I mean, that's why I want to know about people who were actually there and watching this live. I want to hear from them. Or if you know your parents who were there watching it, what did they feel at the time? Because I feel after watching that, I was just like, my soul left. Like, I felt like I was deflated now because I was like, that was heavy. Like, very heavy, because you're following. If you're someone that doesn't know the story, you're following and you're like, yes, you know, this is, they're going to get it. And then when the tragedy happens at the end, you're like, oh crap, man, this is real heavy. So I would love to hear what people who were there, their thoughts, and how this movie compared to that scenario in real life and how you feel. Did this movie make you feel the same way as you did back then? That's what I want to know, because this is a crazy, crazy story. And the fact, like we look at the Olympics now and Athletes Village and stuff like that, it's like a fortress. You ain't no chance you're going to get in there and do this in today's world. There's just zero chance that that's ever going to happen. But back then, that was not an issue. You know, that was never a thing. Like, the way that things have changed over the span of 50 years is absolutely mental and crazy. And I just thought they nailed this movie, in my opinion. They nailed it, and it delivered what I was looking for. It's a brilliant thriller, and yeah, I just hope this brings more awareness to the event that actually happened, and more people are going to find out about this event that probably didn't know about. So yeah, so let me know what you guys thought. If you have seen September 5, let me know your thoughts. If you were there when this was happening on live TV, let me know what your thoughts were and how you felt, and did this movie encapsulate that or not. Smash it down in the comment section below, smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe, and peace out.